the world. Welcome back to my channel. Zenergy, where we find the Zen within. I'll do something a little different. Just gonna shake it way up. We're gonna do one card, and this is, I got this while I was taking a shower. Only because I was asking my pendulum if I should start my North Node reads again. I want to do Pisces backwards, and I got a no. And then I'm like, okay, should I do Aries forward? And I got a no. And I'm like, okay, should I do a collective North Node? Or maybe it was collective love reader. I forget. Another instant no. Okay, I'm going to ask later. I hadn't even taken a shower yet, so anyhow. And this was laid upon me while I was meditating just on the day. And so, we will do... excuse me. A collective... I'm sorry, not a collective read. We will do one card per sign, 3 clarifiers. I am going to do an overall energy from the Moonology because I'm just in love with the energies of these cards. Every time they come out, they just resonate tremendously. So, the energy lately has been for me, very grounding. I've been spending a lot of time outside because, we finally can. Up north. And so, got the flower garden that was non-existent, completed. Be bold and make the first move. Cardinal moon on the bottom. Energy, and we have a new romantic cycle begins, which, go figure, it's here in the U.S., the northern hemisphere. It is finally spring, going into summer. Almost summer. We're getting close. So, yes, new romantic cycle begins for everybody. Everybody gets a new romantic cycle. Oprah has showed up. So, then you're being asked to hold your vision. Oh, looky there. We have a third energy that wanted to come out. I'm going to go ahead and keep it. Nothing happens on accident. There are no coincidences. Only synchronicities. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. The spiritual leader. Okay, so here we go. One card for each sign. 3 clarifying cards for the person, the energy that is on its way towards you. This is tarot. We're not predicting the past. Okay. We're not predicting the past. Communication is key. Thank you, Spirit. We're going to communicate very well tonight. Communication is going to be 100% on point. So then we will do, what I'm going to do is, after the 3 clarifiers, you'll see how it goes. Just trying something new out here. And then I'll throw the Kipper, one Kipper, and we'll leave the Kipper. Perfect. Thank you, universe, for giving me that. We'll leave the clarifier, the Kipper as the Kipper clarifier out there. All right, let's get this show on the road so we can. What are we already 17 minutes in, and I haven't even flipped a card yet. Just blabbing away. At least it's not some big long commercial about my stuff to buy. And even if I have the stuff to buy, I'm not going to sit here and, if you are curious, you're going to start surfing around on my site and you'll find it. So, oh, come on now. Oh, I keep forgetting I'm not shuffling on the camera at this point. This weekend I should have that fixed up. Pretty sure this weekend will be the turning point for a lot of people. Lots of people are going to have a turning point. Maybe that's that new romantic cycle. Ace of Cups will stop there. Okay, so Aries. Ten of Swords. So this is great. I actually started this read at 10:10 p.m. So forgot to mention that. You reminded me. Thank you, Aries. I believe that you are down and out. This is not a bad thing, though. It's the end of a cycle. You know, it's the end of a cycle. And, I've already forgot. Oh, sorry. We already peaked at, sorry about that. Taurus. Clarifier, we will do the Light Seers only because I believe it's so insightful. It's so seeing. And then we'll do the Kipper. So, I believe that's your energy here on the table now, Aries. Ten of Swords. You're just, you've really been through it. You've had a lot of lies thrown at you. You've had a lot of shade thrown on you. A lot of delulu comments, a lot of rumors that were just ridiculous, and you were like, once they got back to you, completely blown away at how it could get so blown out of proportion when it started out with you forgot your socks, and it turned out now suddenly you don't take showers for 3 weeks in a row. I'm just giving an example. It's just, that's how the telephone game works, right? So now the energy coming towards you, and we have the Page of Swords. So somebody really looking at you. Somebody is studying you up. And in the meantime, the universe is trying to bless you, trying to really show you that because of your diligence, you have more on the horizon. This isn't like something that the universe is going to drop in your lap. And it is because of your, whatever your passion, whatever you've been working on, whatever it is that you've been creating, the universe is trying to, or will be, setting up the bowling pins, so to speak, so that you can. I don't know why I'm even saying that. I don't talk bowling or bowl really, other than with my kids every now and then. So, but this is them, really trying to figure you out. And maybe it's because they know, okay, that's what it is. It's because they do know, and they do see this potential in you, Aries, and they want to be a part of it. Okay? That's what I'm getting there. So let's slide into the Kipper real quick. Sudden wealth on the bottom. I didn't know that was there. Sudden wealth was on the bottom. So Ace of Pentacles and sudden wealth go hand in hand. Get it? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. All right, let's see what we got here. On the Kipper. Oh, there it is. Number 9 card. Okay. Which, we got 10, then we got 9. So maybe you're being able to take a little bit of a step back and take some change. See, like I said, so after this, the 10 is back to 0. The Fool card, taking that leap of faith. Big change coming. And this is like somebody moving almost. So I don't know. Maybe that's the type of change. Maybe it's really just you going off far away somewhere that you've never been to. Maybe normally you go to a motel. This time you're going to try out a hotel for once. No, I'm just kidding. Just, maybe something bigger. There was maybe, that was a weird confirmation. I don't even know what that sound, that notification came from. Yeah. So anyways, there you have it, Aries. Have fun with that. I know that it resonated because you're here and I pulled on your energy. So that's just how that works. Moving into, ooh, my goodness. Oh, that's right. Okay. So Yeah, now I'm gonna give it a excuse me, a reshuffle because that was the card that I got excited and peeked out of. Yeah, my poor little elephant doesn't want to carry that load very much. He's constantly throwing that. Maybe he don't like that stone up there. What stone would you like there, elephant? What stone would you like? Don't want that one. One more. There we go. Taurus. What do we got for Taurus? Lovely. The Emperor, which is an Aries energy, oddly enough. This is your energy. I don't know. Maybe that's how these are going to lay out. That's just how it seems to be going. You are really in your power. You are really on your throne. You've got people that are kind of seeing you in a very good, positive light. You know your shit. I don't know why I'm doing that. It's just something new. I'll get the hang of it. We'll figure it out by the end, yeah? Yeah. So, the energy coming towards you in the very near future. Very, very near future. What do we have for Taurus? Four of Pentacles, Five of Swords, and the World card. So somebody who is ready to close a cycle, ready to start a cycle with you. Somebody who is in the process of kind of holding on to what they've got, kind of holding on to their resources, holding back. Maybe they're holding back with you if you're already talking to them. Getting heavy earth energy. I mean, there is the Five of Swords is air, but I really feel with the World card here, very heavy earth energy. And somebody who maybe is just up in their head a little bit about this situation and how to start or end in whatever cycle and start the cycle with you. And the confirmation, I don't know if you can hear, is my cat outside because he's worse than a kid and he's already been in and out, I don't know, 6 times possibly since I've been home in just a few hours. So anyhow, okay, that one came out pretty fast. Expectation, see, so. And maybe this is your person having an expectation of you reaching out to them, you know, and that's why they're maybe all up in their head about it because they don't know what to do. Should they reach out? Should they wait for you? And this is them waiting for you. And so maybe you need to, Taurus, reach out to the person that's on your mind, whoever it is you're thinking about while I'm speaking. You know, maybe you need to reach out to them. And or maybe this is the the energy of them coming to be, you know, reaching out to you very soon. Taurus, so good. Lovely. Keep me informed. Let me know how that goes. I like confirmations. My sister gets blown away, but she gives them to me every time. I like it. Okay, so moving on to Gemini. Whoa. Gemini. What do we have coming for Gemini? Or what energy is Gemini in? Well, that's a big truck. I'm sure you heard that. Yeah, sound room will be next. That's next. Such a mess, you know. Such a, getting a storage room / an everything room turned into a sound room, while you have 17 or 1800 other projects. Okay, I am gonna have to let my cat in real quick, and you won't know how long it's been, but it's going to be a pause here. Okay, Gemini, I'll give you one more shuffle. Just shake the energy back up. 2 of Pentacles staying on the bottom. So I don't know who I just said. Gemini. That's who we're on. I think I said Gemini. Oh, I'm so sorry, Gemini. Yeah, I'm so sorry. It's tough. Yeah, no, it's tough. This is the, I mean, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. This is the saddest card in the deck. There is not a worse one. I've literally had a nightmare slash dream about it. I'm not gonna stay on that very long, but anyhow, we'll just see. We'll see what energy is coming towards you. Maybe we don't want to see, do we? But we're going to see what energy is coming towards you, Gemini. You need a hug. Hopefully somebody will hug you close to somewhere soon. Hug goes a long way, especially if the hug is longer. The hug's got to be over, I believe it's 60 seconds. If it's a kiss, it's got to be over 6 seconds. And it's all the endorphins that are released after that time period are just phenomenal. Exponential, and obviously the longer the better. So anyhow, I used to get super mad at my ex-wife, which, by the way, I've now been divorced already for almost a decade. It's crazy how time flies. It feels like I was all going on already, just like last week. It's crazy. Time is so nothing. Oh yeah. So it looks like maybe the person that's coming around you, whatever, coming towards you, is in the same type of energy, and they're in the Ten of Swords, like, and this is them looking on the horizon, looking ahead, looking forward. That's good, very good. With a gang of birds around them to protect them. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles. And remember, I told you, so the 10-10 is very significant for you, Gemini, because I started this read at 10-10. Then we have the Four of Cups. And that would be them just bored, not knowing what to do, not sure where to go next, maybe. So just only my advice. I'm nothing channeling, just like I told, what was it, Aries? Maybe you need to reach out to them. Because maybe they're the one you need to hug. I don't know. I'm just the messenger. And then see the Two of Wands underneath there. Same energy, Same energy as that Taurus. The Taurus persons. Okay, so let's see what the Kipper has to say for you. Yeah, I mean, they want the Ten of Pentacles. That's what they want. They really are. Because if you look at these two cards, she's looking, dreaming about that. He, it's masculine, feminine, whatever. This card happens to be a girl on the picture, whatever. So yeah, I don't know. Just, to help you out, just to kind of ease your pain a little bit. There's a gift. Beautiful. See, this person, maybe they're going to get a gift for you. I don't know. That is the 8 energy. That's abundance, and you see all the gold there. So that's beautiful. Just be positive. Positive. Manifest positively. Positively manifest. Manifest positive. You got it. Okay. Moving on to Cancer. Okay. I don't mind this. This isn't bad. I don't like it. Or I don't mind it. It's what they told me to do. I don't know. I'm just following directions. My channel's not dedicated to this or that. I mean, I really do love the North Nodes, but I keep getting called to do these other reads at the same time, so it's like, whatever. I'm just here, man. I'm just clocked in. That's all I know. When you're at work, you gotta do stuff you don't want to do. You gotta just, you gotta do your thing. Two of Pentacles stayed on the bottom there for you, Cancer. And beautiful. The Wheel of Fortune for you. So you've got some real good luck on its way or already here. So that's great to know. And now we'll check in with your person's energy that's coming towards you or already around you, that type of thing. And throw a Kipper down. Throw that ass. Okay, so see what energy is coming towards you for Cancer. For the sign of Cancer. Okay, we got that star energy again. Let's see what it coincides with. Okay, so we got that Three of Swords out again, and then the Two of Cups. So probably a breakup has just happened for maybe between the two of you, or maybe they are in the middle of a breakup. And because, the Star card is about healing, but then we move into the Three of Swords and then the Two of Cups. And so I'm just feeling breakup here, heartache, pain, suffering, grief, the whole nine. So, I'm sorry to hear that about your person, Cancer, and we will see what the Kipper has to say about that. Oop, oop, oop. Slip those back. Okay. What do we have for Cancer? What is a Kipper special message have for Cancer? Oh, slipped out. False person. So that breakup was good. Then it's a false person. Next. Is that Ariana Grande song, I think. Thank you, next. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Peace out, homie. So good for you, Cancer. Gave him the boot. All right. Then we will move into... Oop, I just buried my cards. There we go. All right. We have Leo. Lovely Leos. Sexy Leos. Leos are always sexy, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Hey, all you other guys that we just read for, you're sexy too. Okay. But Leos, we got to make sure to pump them up, and we got to make sure to let Leos know they're sexy. Okay, they need that. That's what they're here for in this lifetime, to get pumped up. Okay, I mean, I don't say that about too many signs, but Leo, you got some truth coming towards you, or you're speaking some truth right now. Okay, and that's lovely energy, no matter which way that's going, in or out. Who cares? Because it is Archangel Michael's sword of truth. He's like, hey, here you go. Take this. Let's see what you can do with this. So this is you fighting with your wits, not your brawn. This is you logically speaking your truth to somebody around you. Which is what we all need to do. There's no reason to sugarcoat anything. If you're gonna walk on eggshells for a person just to speak to them, I'm sorry, that's just ridiculous. You got to be able to say something back to another person. It shouldn't be. I don't know. Anyway, I won't get into any of that anymore. Justice on the bottom there. We got a lot of the two energies sticking around at the bottom of the deck. I like it because we're talking about people. Two people becoming one. So we have the Hermit for your person here, going into Recluse. Yeah, holding back a lot of holding back energy here for your person. Lots and lots and lots of holding back energy here for your person, because they really, and it's nothing about you. It's not like they're trying to think about you and contemplate you. It's just, it looks like they got life going on. They're contemplating all, they're really got a lot of things going on in their life. Maybe they just, I feel like it could be that there's someone that they just lost maybe in their family, and they're maybe kind of dealing with that. I don't know. There's just a lot of holding back and a lot of loss energy here. Archangel Michael's here. twice now. Holy cow, I just realized that. Yeah, Archangel Michael's here twice, with the Temperance card showing up. So, let's see, I'm getting out of practice here. All right, yeah, so let's go ahead and check in with the Kipper here. So you've got, just hang on. You yourself maybe need to have a little temperance, a little patience. That's not, temperance is not, don't get it twisted. Temperance is not a waiting energy. You're not going to sit around and wait on somebody. The Temperance card used to haunt me, and I really had to meditate upon it a lot, and finally I got a really good epiphany, and it's there is a difference between waiting and temperance. There really is. Okay. And we have house. For me, it's a little confusing. But I don't think for you it's going to be confusing. And that's the number 20 energy there, which would be 2 again, with that 2 energy. So I don't know why I said 20 energy. Didn't even sound right when I said it. Something revolving around your house, their house, my house. And then there's child on the bottom there. I felt like they told me to bring that out. Child and house involved, maybe. I don't know. Anyhow, lovely Leos. There you go. It's all you. Something about a full moon. There's a full moon coming up. Is it in Libra? Anyways, something about the full moon that's coming up for you, Leo. Okay, Virgo. Wrong deck. Very wrong deck. We will try this one. Yes. Okay. All right, so Virgo, this is very good time for you. I don't know why. I just know that, when this time arrives in America or in the northern hemisphere, lots of nature is happening. Nature is just booming right now. So that's really good for all the earth signs. So that would be you, Virgo. I just felt like I needed to bring that out. Maybe it's because you need to go outside more. Maybe you're not doing that enough. And this is a very grounded card. Lots and lots of earth energy in the strength card. So, this is a lovely energy for you to be in. You've got that inner lion, the inner demon's tamed. You're hanging out, chilling with them. And you guys are, playing Yahtzee or something. I don't know. But very, very nice energy for you, Virgo. So let's see your person's energy, what they've got coming towards you. And see if they can handle you, Virgo. Because somebody who just trained and tamed a lion is, you better come at them pretty impressively. Virgo's just going to be like, blowing their fingertips and, you know what? While you're here, why don't you just fan me? Just while you're just talking, because, you're building up a lot of hot air. While you're just talking a bunch of nonsense, why don't you just fan me? Virgo, you're killing me. Okay, 3 of Pentacles. So, again, lots of grounded energy here. Ace of Wands. Or, I'm sorry, Ace of Swords. And then the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, so you're just person 2. You've picked someone you picked a really good person here. Very grounded, ready and willing to work with you, and not have any lies, in the midst of this relationship, because the Ace of Swords is right in between that Knight of Pentacles and the 3 of Pentacles. So you got a really solid person here, really honest, really down to earth, forthcoming person, Virgo. So good for you. Everyone deserves it. And you've done something correct, and you have got your I won't say necessarily your wish, but I will say that you've got a really good catch there. That's what they're telling me to make sure that you know. You've got a very good person on your hands. So now we'll check in with the Kipper and see what little extra bonus message universe has for you. I feel like more of the Kipper deck is more from the underworld, the shadow world, in my opinion. So we're going to see what the shadow has got for you, Virgo. Bad health on the bottom. Mature woman. So a very good grounded card here as well. I mean, that's, what you really get off of the Virgo energy, the grounded earth energy, rather. Yes. You got it. That's the number 6, mature woman. Okay, so maybe I'm speaking to a masculine Virgo, and this is a feminine Virgo that's coming towards you. And they may need some of your help. Maybe they need a little assistance with that bad health on the bottom. Not a bad thing, but okay, yeah. Libra. We've kind of been whispering about you this entire time, talking about all those 2s and, balancing and, yeah. Let's see what we got. See what we got coming towards Libra. La Libra. Huh. What I say? There's some more 2 energy on the bottom, so it looks like you might be in a indecisive mode. Yeah, see, because you're in that hermit mode, trying to figure things out, trying to see what you can't see. And that's Virgo energy. How about that? It's kind of funny how it just kind of keeps, kind of tied together, right? Because it is. All energy is tied together. We're all connected, and obviously we're dealing with birth charts. So, you can look at your sun, moon, rising, Venus and kind of bounce around through and get maybe a better storyline. I can't put the story together for you, but if you know your different placements, well, there you go. I know for myself, I like doing that. It actually does work out pretty well, and it's kind of uncanny when it happens. So anyway, checking with the light seers then for Libra, your person, the energy coming towards you. What you should be on the lookout for, Virgo, with your, or not Virgo, I was looking at the card. Libra. Smack them together. That's a good one. That's a really good one. All right. So we've got the 4 of Pentacles again. And that Knight of Pentacles showed back up again for you with the High Priestess. So this person's going to come towards you and tell you some things. And they may not very well be true. You need to trust your intuition about this person. They're going to pretend like they got money falling out their ass. But in the reality, not so true. Okay? They don't have money falling out of their ass. Nobody wants to admit that they don't have a lot or that they're broke or that they're negative or whatever. But just be aware that that person might be blowing smoke up if you're kilt. I don't know. So I said kilt. Doesn't he look a little Scottish there? He might be wearing one. Okay, so check in with the Kipper deck, which is getting light already because there's not very many cards in it to start with. It's a very nil deck. I don't even remember how many cards. It might actually be a 54 card deck. I can't truly remember. It's been so long. And then we have the 25. That's a 7. I don't know. I just brought that out because I felt like I had to. And this is high honor. So that person may be in high honor. And, maybe they think that you think they should have a lot of money because of them having military experience or being in the military, but maybe they just, and truthfully, the military doesn't pay that great. And it's just kind of a facade that people still believe. So, and that's fine. Just let them know that, hey, it's no big deal. It's not the end of the world. You don't have to be a multimillionaire to be with me. You're not for sale. You're a person, Libra, obviously, who's very, even though, yes, it's an air sign, when we're talking scales and balancing, very grounded, okay? So, yeah, just, see, that's, a concern of yours. And that's okay. That's okay. It's just a conversation. It's just a conversation. Don't forget that. All right, Scorpio. Here we go. Scorpio. Let's see what we got for Scorps today on this lovely day. Starting the weekend. It's almost Friday. It might even be, well, no, it's not been a 2-hour read, so I know it's not over midnight yet. Oh, Temperance card. Okay, not in reverse. I just had the deck upside down. So, Scorpio, I've been talking Temperance all night long. And there we go. How about that? Sagittarius energy. So, Scorpio, looks like you need to just hang out. Instead of just keep swimming, just keep waiting. You're not waiting, though. Like I said, it's not really waiting. But I know that Temperance feels like that. So, well, while you're waiting, why don't you make yourself useful and do a little alchemizing? Turn all of that waiting energy or that pain energy into power, into pleasure. Scorpio, I know you can turn it into some pleasure. You rule the sacral chakra. You will be pleased in creativity. So we will check in now with the Light Seers deck and see what they see. And then you will see because they have seen and shown you what they have saw. Or something like that. Uh-oh. We had a runaway card here. What is it? Is that Knight? Oh, 7 of Pentacles. 9 of Swords. Yeah, we'll throw that back in there. Yeah, there you are, Scorpio, showing up in your own read. All right. That's why they want to stop. They wanted me to show you, hey, here you are. All right, Scorpio. Person coming towards you. They really want to work with you. 3 of Pentacles again. They might have kids. The Lovers. First time the Lovers popped out here. And then the 9 of Swords. This is a person who might be a little distraught over the situation. Maybe because they want to work with you and something's keeping the two of you apart. Something they're not able to speak about. Because in this one, it's not like you're there with your hand on their shoulder. Something that they're dealing with on their own. And they do want to work with you. I mean, with the Lovers out here. And that might be why that Temperance card is there. Like, they're letting you know, or they want to let you know, this is why we're here and why you're here. Just they're dealing with something that you're going to have to, just hang back for. They got to deal with this on their own. Sometimes we got to do that. And as a Scorpio, we got it in us, and we don't really need. Sometimes we don't need no help. You just you're gonna come in here and fuck it up, So just stand down. Then we have family room, which is that 3 also. And so there's a possibility that maybe there'll be a conversation in a family room between you and this person here. I don't know. That's interesting. Okay. So, yeah, Scorpio. There you go. Sagittarius. The elusive Sagittarius. To me, they're the rarest sign in the world because they are just, I don't see them. They are hiding in the depths, in the shadows, or something. I don't know. So I don't even know if a Sagittarius will make it to this read because they're so hidden in this occult spirituality, you know, leading somebody down some enlightened path right now in a tunnel. I don't know. Sagittarius. Yeah, see, King of Cups, like, just royalty, you know, Sagittarius. It looks like you're double fisted here. You got a big old shot over here and then a big old mug over here. You know, Sagittarius is living it up. Mm-hmm. Good for you, Good for you. Good for you. Oh, my cards are getting all wanky. Wanky? What? Tried to say wacky and wompy at the same time, I think. Whatever. What do I care? Grammar police. I'd be in jail if there was those, that's for sure. Okay, so Sagittarius, what is your person dipping, diving into? What has your person got going on? Yeah, they got some brokey mentality going on. But the thing is there is, and this is probably going to be with your help, you know, they're walking away from a little something, something. And, you know, that is based on the light that has been shown to them. So this could be them walking straight towards you, you know, because they're walking forward, not backwards. They're not looking left or right. They are walking forward, you know, which has to say, you know, to you. So there you go. I don't know. You tell me. Come back and let us know. We're invested now, you know. Because the watchers, the viewers, they're here as well, and they're seeing it. You know, we all love confirmation, not just me. Check in with the Kipper. See what they got to say for you. Sagittarius. Occupation. So maybe this is going to happen at work, or it is somebody at work. You know, just, you know, kind of like I told, who was it? Gemini, I believe. You know, maybe they need a hug. But don't do it on the clock in front of a bunch of cameras because you know how that goes. We don't want any. I'm not going to try to, you know, put you into the middle of some kind of harassment charge or investigation or any of that. So, you know, just be careful there. Maybe you need to give them a mental hug. Okay, maybe just give them an air hug. All right, don't get into any trouble. Okay, so we'll just slide over here into Capricorn, and yeah. All right, Capricorn. Capricorn, you are the rarest sign in the world. There are fewer of you than the rest because apparently your energy is that strong that, you know, hey, whoa. Dial it back on the Cappy there, Lord. Come on. We got a little bit too much going on. No, I'm just kidding, but you are a very rare sign, so, you know, there's a reason for that. Remember that. So, what do we got for Capricorn? And we have the moon here. You are probably trying to figure some things out. And there is a full moon coming up, so maybe the full moon that is coming up, there you will have your answers, you know. And yeah, I know, I get it. You really want to be able to offer a love offer. You want to have a love offer for somebody, but you're not really sure if you should. You know, that's what I'm getting off of these energies now. And we'll see. Maybe that's why you're here. Not maybe, but that is why you're here. And, you know, this might help you decide what it is that you need to do or not do. You know, my sister gave me the best advice one time. Said, I got this, and this, and I don't know what to do. She said, do nothing. I said, nothing? I don't know. It worked. It worked. So, anyway. Yep, 2 of Pentacles on the bottom again. There's that number 2 energy. High Priestess. Yeah, it's kind of... Whoa, I got a lot of chills and goosebumps there. Big surge. First time in this read. Yeah, I just got really amped up. So, you know, you really need to go within. You need to go deep within and not be listening to other people around you. Not listening to even that person's words that they're saying to you. And, you know, I only reason I know this is your person's card, but it might be that they're sending you some telepathic messages. Maybe that's why I had to stop and focus on that. Yeah, because now we have the Hermit here. That's kind of like a projecting energy as well. And then the 9 of Pentacles. So this is a person who really wants to build with you, and that's that pre-Empress energy. You know, and Capricorn can appreciate a working person. You know, this person's ready to get down and dirty, okay? On all levels, if you know what I mean. So, Capricorn, this is another really good, you know, you got yourself a really good person there that it's going to be worth investing into this person. You know, hands down, without a doubt, Capricorn, you got yourself a nice little catch here. And I would make sure to keep the investment, you know, close, I guess, is what they're really saying to reiterate. So we'll go with the Kipper here. We got that concern on the bottom there. That was from the other energy there from Sag. Oh my goodness. Yeah, see, this is pretty explosive. Explosive. You got, yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be good, Cappy. Yeah, see, Coffin. So there is going to be a death and a rebirth to that situation that you're really contemplating about, that you don't understand, you know, that you don't know what to do. It is going to be solved, and that's the 19, which goes to 10, which is to 1. You're going to go and be able to start over, and not in a bad way, not like, starting all the way. But this cycle is going to be a better cycle, okay? Because you're going to, because you've matured and you're going to be able to take everything that you've learned and take that into the next cycle. You know? Great energy. I love it. So, moving on to Aquarius, Aqua. The creative one. Yeah, if an Aquarius will tap into their sacral chakras, oh boy, you would just be unstoppable. You would be unstoppable. Tap into your sacral chakra, you know, yeah, unstoppable, Aquarius. Okay. Oh, upside down deck. Yes. Empress on the bottom, lovely energy, and then we have the 5 of Swords. So you have illuminated something to yourself, okay? You have got your own clarity about a certain situation, certain couple people. You know, might be some people that were trying to throw you into a third party, but let's see what the energy says here coming coming towards you. And as I'm talking, I'm like getting suddenly drained. I'm almost like, oh my gosh, is it almost over? Like, I don't know if I've ever got like that, truthfully, in a read, is, you know, like, oh, how much more do I have? Oh, that's right, I'm on Aquarius, so I only have Pisces, and then, okay. Like, I was calculating, like, how much more of this do I need to do? And I'm not even saying that like this, I really just want this to be over. That's just some reason I was getting that build up in me. So 3 of Pentacles on the bottom there this time, with your person. 9 of Wands. Yeah, see, they've got, They're gonna have some. Okay. Yeesh. Yeah. See. Hmm. If you notice in this Justice card, the reflection of the girl. Ooh. What I'm really being told to bring out is the reflection of this girl in this card is not the same. You see, it's two different women. And so it's almost as if you're seeing something not for what it is. Or you're, or I'm sorry, not you, because this is your person's here. I'm sorry. I'm getting it mirrored and flipped around now. But it's as if your person is thinking that they're seeing something for what it is and they're not. And then then we have the Three of Swords. And so that's why they're really wanting me to bring that out, because they're thinking that they're seeing somebody for who they are and they're really not. They're really not. And that's why that Five of Swords is in there, is because maybe you were trying to tell them this. Is not what I'm getting. You were trying to let them know, you're trying to warn them about this person. And, so maybe you need to just be in their corner now, because the Three of Swords came there and they're going to need a shoulder to cry on, right? Not that you want to be a rebound. You don't really necessarily want to be a rebound. I'm sure there's successful rebounds out there. There's an exception to every rule, but I would imagine, I don't know. I mean, you probably don't want to be a rebound. I don't know that I've ever been one. There's times in my life where I'd be like, yeah, I'd take a rebound. I'd be a rebound for somebody right about now. Sometimes we get in almost that desperate energy, but you don't want to be that for sure. So, all right. Well, let's see what the Kipper's got to say for you. Aquarius. Community. Imagine that, because you are the humanitarian. We've got the community card that came out here. And so that is the 12 energy, which is that 3 again. Community, 3, collaboration, like lots and lots of that. And that is, you will be so emotionally fulfilled just surrounding yourself with community right now. So go figure, but that is lovely, and that's what you really just kind of need to, maybe that'll help you get distracted, be distracted a little bit. And last, but of course never ever least, Pisces, the one that embodies everything, or every zodiac sign. The wisest of the wise. You guys come here like you're on easy mode. It's easy street. I see. You're like, yeah, I mean, whatever, man. It's nothing to me. It's nothing to me. Pisces, there it is. Look at there. It's been hiding in the deck the whole time. Been mostly on the bottom. And Pisces said, yeah, I'm going to show you how to do this. Let me show you how to do this. Let me just... I've been doing this for a long time. I got this. That's Pisces. Like, I don't even feel like I gotta I don't even have to throw any of the light seers out here for your person at all. I just, all I gotta do is close it out. How about this, Pisces? You go ahead. You got it. You close it out for me. Okay. Oh, what do I got here? I gotta redo that so I don't screw it up. You go ahead, MC for me now, and I'm going to go take a nap. Pisces got this. All right. Oh, get in your hole. All right. Pisces, your person doesn't want to cooperate with me here. I already almost messed up the deck once and just now couldn't get them put together. And maybe that's them right there. Boy, they just jumped out. I'm going to throw them out. More than 3, yeah. Chariot, 3 of Swords, Justice. And then not 9 of Wands. It's like I didn't even shuffle. They just got really mixed in together. Yeah, they're really tired. They're really, because I just got really, really tired. I almost had to hold back a yawn, like a, but like those an exhausted yawn almost. Like I've been up for days yawn, and before I've channeled these eyes closed in this car, but they're not. They're actually open just a little bit. And, it's like hard to keep their eyes open, maybe. Uh, is almost what I'm getting. So, yeah, we'll check in with the Kipper. See what the Kipper's got to say for you, Pisces. We'll wrap this up and roll out. Pathway. Lovely. That's a great way to finish the reads, right? That's a beautiful finish card. Yeah. It's like a Bob Ross painting in there. Like, Bob Ross would definitely paint this. So you're just going to illuminate the pathway for us all, Pisces. Thank you. Thank you, Pisces. I'm going to thank Pisces now for that. Hopefully your person will too, for you illuminating the path for them. Because they need help. They truly do. They're not seeing things for what they really are. Either with that Justice card that came back out. So yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. All right, I don't think no. Yeah, no, they're telling me not to worry about the I don't care to do the psychic reading card. I think we're going to wrap it up there. If that resonated, amazing. Like, comment, subscribe to the tribe. Share if you care. And just don't forget to watch your thoughts. They will manifest into your words. Watch your words, they'll manifest into your habits. Watch your habits, they'll manifest into your character. I'll see you on the north side.